Why did you join the Brotherhood?
I want to join the Brotherhood to work for God.
The Melanesian Brotherhood is a community of young men that was founded 100 years ago by a policeman named Iniko Puria. Its main goal was to spread Christianity in the Solomon Islands. When a man commits to joining the Brotherhood, he will be separated from his family for multiple years. The days here consist mostly of singing and praying, and yet silence is a big part of their faith.
And why are you silent in the morning?
Silent in the morning. The silence begins at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock at the evening, last office. After last office, then silent. Silent means in this station will be all the departed brothers and all angels will pray in the chapel. So the full station will be silent. Everywhere in the station will be occupied with angels and departed brothers. If you connect with God, you can see them.
Have you seen them?
Sometimes.
Some people say the voice is your instrument.
Yes. If you discipline yourself, the moment you sing, it's not a real voice. It's a angel voice, angels. All angels in heaven will sing with you.
Hello? Come.
Sometimes in the evenings, the younger members of the Brotherhood, called Novices, would visit me in my room.
Yeah, I was in the library today. I saw books about history, nature, you know. I noticed the brothers are very humble and very quiet. You know, they don't talk very loud. Everyone is quiet.
brothers.
EU power? No, what's EU?
Yeah.
EU power.
EU power belong me father. So the power
Power
belongs.
blow him. Power blow. What?
Power
EU
blow God.
Power blow God blow me father.
Belong me father. So my father, he is my father.
All time you harem me father.
Amazing grace,
Amazing.
how sweet the sound. George, how old is he?
Must be 5.
5. Oh, very young. And he's a novice.
No, stay young boy.
Young boy.
He want to come stay with brother. So he like to spend his life here. He did not want to go back home, but he want to stay here with brother.
So he goes to school?
No,
No.
yeah, he not want to school.
I asked one of the brothers to show me the frogs in the area.
You know what it's called? Name?
Frog.
Name frog?
Name frog.
I was hoping they were going to do some cool tricks for my documentary. Life in the city moves very differently. You will find a central market in every city where people are selling fish and vegetables. Oftentimes you will see people gambling on the board game Ludo, which they play on their phones. There are red stains on the streets wherever you go. These appear to be blood at first, but it's just saliva from people chewing betel nut.
Why do you eat the betel nut?
This is part of my culture. Betel nut.
But you like the effect.
Betel nut is popular in the Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, and some parts of Asia.
And after you can do it. Put your mouth and
Experts consider them to be carcinogenic and cause different types of cancer. Over time, they damage your teeth.
See? And under. Inside. Huh?
The effect of the betel nut is oftentimes compared to cocaine. I think it's quite similar to a drunken cigarette.
Very strong effect to your body. Your body will numb. But when you get drunk, do not drink liquid. You must spit out. When you get drunk, then you swallow the liquid of betel nut, and somehow you will die. But when you take alcohol, very dangerous. Many die in Solomon because they drunk, because their brain.
After conducting this interview, I was told that this man is crazy and that he does not represent the local culture.
For ancestors, they take a bitter nut from the headhunting. They eat, then they go and make a war, fight.
So they eat the betel nut and then they kill people.
Yeah. They make the most red. Now they go kill and take blood or take head.
Before Christianity came to the Solomon Islands, headhunting was common in some regions. On this island, you can find remnants from that time. My friend Harold introduces me to his ancestors, speaking his native language of Roviana, only spoken by around 20,000 people today. In the past, men would set out in war canoes to raid neighboring islands, killing and decapitating their enemies and taking their heads as trophies. These expeditions were ordered by the chiefs, who are now spending eternity in this very special triangle.
The women in our culture, they are not allowed to come here, a woman. If they come here, they break our custom. So in the olden days, they have to chop their heads off. Because it's sort of like they're swearing, yeah, like, you know, it's like no good, yeah.
So if I was a woman, I could not come here?
No, if you're a foreigner, it's okay. But not in the one in our village, own woman in our village. So it's like it's breaking the custom.
Some skulls show signs of violence. This guy has a hole in his skull. He was most likely struck by a battle axe.
I found this one with a remain, a Japanese, and it must have been hit with the mortar shells from the US. And when I found the remain, I have to dig out the whole body, and then this is the thing. When I remove this, I sort of look at the skull, and I saw a scratch coming down this way. And then when I follow the scratch, I feel something scratching my finger, this one here. It went through the temple, and that's a thing must have been killed. He killed him, you know, bomb.
Yeah.
And so when I pull the thing out from him, this is it. Only a little part of it came out from the here, just little. The rest of the thing it's inside the brain, you know.
So what did you do with the body?
The Japanese, at that time, we took Japanese up in the hills to come and collect their remains, you know.
Barney owns the largest private collection of World War II artifacts in the Solomon Islands. He has been collecting them for 50 years.
It's like a luga.
What did they use it for?
To execute prisoners.
Wow. So these combs are from soldiers?
Yes, they're from soldiers. You can see one of them, we still have the US Army. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Spoons, forks and knives. And yeah, these are their ID, you know, the dog tags.
Why are you so fascinated by the war?
I'm interested. Because like those people who was with the war, they're no longer here now. They've already disappeared, died, you know. And like here you can see lots of Japanese, plenty of Japanese stuff. Like these ones are all Japanese. And then these ones are US, with the US mug, coffee mug. It's a vicious weapon.
And it's American?
American.
Yeah.
It's for the American.
Wow. That's cool. And this machine gun?
That's the Thompson machine gun. Remember, have you read about the Al Capone, the gang, during the gang scene? That's the Thompson. That's the magazine.
Oh.
It uses a round magazine and then the straight stick. This is the type 1928 model.
Those are your three favorites, the Tommy gun, the knife, and the
padlock.
Padlock.
Yeah.
Why is this padlock so special to you?
It's still operating. You see?
When did you find it?
In the 70s, when I was a boy of 10. Me and my auntie, she's the one who looked after me. We went to our garden, and then he walked first, and then I came after him and said, "Bo, Barney, you pick up that lock." Then I pick it up with the lock still there. Same time, he tried it, then I open it up. I say, "Mom, it works." And this is one of the US aircraft motor. It's a radial engine for the aeroplane.
So how did you find it?
I found it just across the airfield together with a Japanese mountain gun. You see, this is 4-inch, and this is 6-inch. This one is fired from the destroyers in the ocean.
August 7th, 1942. Exactly 8 months after Pearl Harbor, the United States of America takes the offensive against the Empire of Japan. For the first time, the American overture to assault preludes invasion of the islands across the Pacific. The theme of the future is played on the beaches of Guadalcanal. The order to commit the troops has been given. Land the landing force. The day of hit and run in the Pacific is over. The hour of hit and stay has come. The first American amphibious operation in World War II is enacted like a dress rehearsal. Bombardment has driven the enemy off the beaches. The Marines walk ashore, into the island. "18 miles across the Sound, others land on Tulagi Island. Violently opposed by Japanese Marines, American Marines fight their way ashore.
This is where for the first time Allied troops went on the offensive against Japan on Japanese-controlled territory. When Japan was defeated on Guadalcanal, it was the beginning of the end of the Japanese Empire. On the anniversary of the American landing on Tulagi, locals put down flowers.
What's up, Doc?
On the close-by island of Gavatu, the Japanese seaplane base was positioned. Over many months, the Japanese forces had built fortified tunnel systems to defend the island.
So the people were living in here.
Inside here, it's a Japanese hospital. When the American attacked this place, they bomb here and the Japanese there inside. Which they bombed the whole.
It was an intense 2-day battle because the Japanese, despite losing, were refusing to surrender.
very deep inside.
Oh wow.
In the end, almost 500 Japanese soldiers were killed. They spent their final hours in these tunnel systems.
Wow.
Nowadays, only a handful of people are living on the island. And they don't talk very much. But luckily, there are other ways to communicate.
You like Yeezy?
Easy for president.
You know Yeezy?
Who is easy?
Kanye West.
Huh?
Why do you think they were so crazy?
The Japanese, they mean to kill. And they were really, what we'll say, they've been hypnotized. They've been trained how to kill. And to kill, when they go to war, it means kill. It's no picnic, no funny times, no. When they see people, they rape women during the war here in the Solomon Pacific. Rape women, girls.
Did you ever speak to anyone who was raped by the Japanese or heard about this?
No, it's like all of us here in the Solomons, every one of us knew what had happened, because, but the older people, they are not longer with us. They've already died, you know, the people who saw what had happened here in the village. And sometimes even like priests, church, people working in the church, nuns or whatever, they murder them. They rape them and murder them.
On land, most remnants of the Second World War are long gone. They have been taken apart for scrap metal decades ago. What remains are the wrecks in the ocean.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation, and at the solicitation of Japan was still in conversation with its government and its emperor, looking toward the maintenance of peace in the Pacific. The attack yesterday on the Hawaiian Islands has caused severe damage to American naval and military forces. I regret to tell you that very many American lives have been lost. In addition, American ships have been reported torpedoed on the high seas between San Francisco and Honolulu. As Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy, I have directed that all measures be taken for our defense. But always will our whole nation remember the character of the onslaught against us.
If the Japanese insist on continuing resistance beyond the point of reason, their country will suffer the same destruction as Germany. Our blows will destroy their whole modern industrial plant and organization, which they have built up during the past century and which they are now devoting to a hopeless cause. We have no desire or intention to destroy or enslave the Japanese people, but only surrender can prevent the kind of ruin which they have seen come to Germany as a result of continued useless resistance.
When you go to the Solomon Islands, you will see lots of children. And most of them are going to want to be in your documentary.
1, 2, 3, go!
Can you do any tricks?
Yes. Tricks how? Backspin.
Can you do a backflip or something?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you can do it.
That's a backspin. His name is Paul. Does he know how to backspin?
Yes, do
like
it.
and backspin? Do you know? Go try. Yeah.
Whoa.
Looks cool. This never says that. This never says no. This girl is so...
Sometimes they look at you from a distance. And sometimes from close up. While I was staying with the Melanesian Brotherhood for the second time, I noticed that the path to the chapel was made of sharp, fossilized coral. Walking on it barefoot was painful, and it was mandatory to take your shoes and sandals off.
Do you remember the story of Moses?
Yes.
Moses saw the burning bush, yeah? Mm-hmm. And then a voice came from, said, go take your sandal off, you're standing on a holy ground. That's why you have to put your sandals there, so you come.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so interesting, yeah?
Yeah, it makes so much sense.
When you wake up in the morning, you feel, when you come to church, you feel the sun shades and every pain, yeah?
It reminds us of going to heaven is not an easy road.